Call the meeting to order, April 10th, regular board meeting with the Grand Prairie Mass Transit District for Illinois. Today is Monday, April 10th, 2023. Roll call, please.
Okay. Trustee Ahern,
Present.
trustee Sterling Polk,
Present.
trustee Hare,
Present.
trustee McBride,
Present.
trustee Knox.
Present.
All present and accounted for, so.
Thank you. We stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Beautiful flag.
Reading and receipt and reading the minutes from the meeting March 13th. We had a chance to look at them. Questions, comments? Anything? Can I get a motion to approve? Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Pass. Any communications?
We have that tonight, sir.
Board of Officers and Trustees? Hearing none. Board of Standing Committees?
We had a great event on the 15th of March. It's something that we think we'd like to do next year as we move forward. Good thing for the public to come and listen to, and I think it went well.
Questions? For the General Manager?
Don't have a lot to report tonight. I did attend a conference it was a roundtable discussion put on by IDOT in Chicago, talking about medium and heavy duty bus and truck chargers. And it kind of segued into something that the city of Peoria is working on. They're looking at putting chargers around the community. Some are along a corridor. We're trying to figure it out, and that'll be for the heavy duty trucks and buses that go through town. And then also they're looking at potential charging stations for, and we're going to use it for paratransit vans. So we're working with them. Jamie attended the first meeting to discuss the grant process, and I was unable to attend, but I think we got another one this week. So that's kind of the big thing going on right now, other than some other items we'll present tonight to you. Any questions for me?
Not said, maybe not for you, but if it's covered in the notes here. It was they coming out from, I guess for Nick, if you give us a little more detail on where we're at with the fare box collection process, because I remember we talked about it a couple of times, and it seemed like it was a pretty critical solution. We really haven't heard anything about it in the last few meetings.
What we've done is actually put that into the budget for next year. So once the budget's approved in June, I believe in July, we're going to go forward. July or not too soon.
The scope of work's written, it's ready to go. We just have to present it in the next fiscal year. So we're just waiting for the next budget year, till July.
Safety glass and rate reduction, fare reduction from the $6 to the $4. Any
That-
update, the safety glass for downtown? And
Yeah, that's also in next year's budget. Even if we started it now, we wouldn't get into it till next year. So,
both of those?
yeah. So we put it in next year's budget to get it, as long as it's approved.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's where we put the money at.
For the rate reduction as well?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, sir. A new facility update. No Beth.
No, if scheduling conflicts,
Yep.
want to do it.
You get to do it.
So anything started backfilling north of the admin. So pretty much what you're seeing right here is they brought in a bunch of dirt and they made this to where it's level on grade for where the new parking lot's gonna go. They started building that up. So whenever people park up there, they just walk right onto the second level. We have a video of it. We finally demoed the house next door and they graded all that out as well. Next is they put the rebar in for the lifts. That's what these things sticking out of the ground are. Those are the lifts. They're just still kind of working on those. And then they put in all the trench drains in the garage. This is all ground level. This is the wall outside of where maintenance and the foreman are gonna be. So they're just working on building the walls up right now. We're inside. And then the next one, you'll start to see, the door frames. That's pretty cool. You start to see the formation of offices inside. That's pretty neat. And then they installed the vapor barrier. So vapor that's released from the buses, this helps catch it, so it's not so toxic. So they started putting that all in. And they put the chassis wash in as well. They started pouring all that. So the bus comes in, you clean underneath the bus, which is, a lot of bad things accumulate. And then A&J put in some temporary lights, because they can come in pretty early in the morning, it's kind of dark in there. And then they installed all the blocks and whatnot on the mezzanine, which is this farthest point of that building as the mezzanine. So they just started finishing that wall and everything. And then can't really see it, but right above it's where the skywalk is. That's pretty neat to see. Yeah, but on the outside of it, I don't know if you saw it when you came in, they started to put the walls, the frames, and the windows on the outside, which is pretty cool. Then they started hanging up all the AC and key duct work in there. So they're getting ready to start roughing in offices. And yeah, this is what I was talking about. You can start to see the exterior metal framing come in. So you're starting to see windows and all that. This is what it looks like as of last week on the inside. Nothing has changed with the GMP. Phases B, C, and D are a little over 38% complete. And bills to date are 16,622,000 and change. That's where we're at to date. There probably won't be a time lapse video next month. We have one next month. This roof on this building's gonna get redone in the next couple weeks. So we gotta take the camera down because it's in the way. And then the big bus tent outside, it's gonna be taken down tomorrow. Well, it's gonna start being taken down tomorrow, so, because we don't need it anymore, because it's not freezing. Yeah, he has a few videos to show you.
I have a question. Yeah, seeing the progress and everything is good. From a metric standpoint, or more from facts and data, I think what I'd like to see every month is there a way that we can grab some other like a dashboard view out of their project management tool that just shows like a bar graph. Here was the project start date, here's the finish date, this is the percent completion. So we kind of, because this is fine, but we really don't know, are we on time? Are we ahead of schedule, behind schedule? So I think that would be important for us as board members to know every month, to not just see the stuff. We need to, kind of know that high level executive summary.
It does exist. It's in a different report that River City has. I'll just have her throw that in to this
Okay.
overall presentation for you.
Good.
I'll tell her tomorrow. It's not a problem.
How long have we been working on this exactly? I kind of lost concept.
It started about 2 years ago. We started moving dirt out back for phase A. I mean, if you really want to really get into it, I mean, we've been working on it for 4 and 5 years at
Well,
this
yeah.
point. The first, I mean, technically phase A was the wash bay. That's how I've always kind of looked at it. That happened 4.5 years ago. We did that. The planning and writing grants and everything, you're talking 6-7 years. We've been messing with this. Actual construction in 2 years.
Yeah, now we did one set of plans and then another set of plans,
Oh, yeah.
changed the location.
Hundreds of hours in design. We turn the camera so you can see us knocking down the house. It's quick because they knocked it down in like 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, see fun.
I went to lunch and was on the ground. A little pile came back from lunch and was gone.
Yeah, and then you can see him bringing in the dirt right here. So this will become level with the second level,
Wow.
which will be pretty neat. So the next thing they're really going to start doing is parking lot. They're going to start that within weeks, and that'll take them sometime to about the end of July. But once that's done, that parking lot is done, the second level will be operational enough for dispatch and drivers to park up there, then walk in and start doing all their stuff. So about August, we'll start moving, and then sometime around Halloween-ish, we'll move out of this building over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, sometime around there. So, that's it.
Okay, thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Report of the trends of general manager. Angel.
Thank you. I don't have a lot of extra information to report that's already on there. One thing I do wanna highlight, we are, again, as every month I unfortunately have to tell you, we are extremely short-staffed. Some of it's various reasons. So our on-time performance was only 83%. Where obviously our goal is always 95 or above, at least 90 or above. But our ridership has increased pretty significantly. Our revenue hours haven't so much because we're packing more and more people onto the buses to try to get everybody picked up. Ideally, if we have enough drivers, we'd like to spread that out a little bit so they're not on the bus as long. Unfortunately, especially on the county side, some of the riders have excessively long ride times, which we don't like, but unfortunately, we don't have a lot of options when it comes to that. As you'll see, we did have a minor accident. It really ended up not really being, it's more of an incident. As it says in the report, the driver was dropping off her passengers and she clipped a mirror with another company's vehicle. No damage to either vehicle. The driver still was retrained and is back to work. No one was injured at all. It was very minor. One thing I would like to highlight, we have a new an additional partnership with Epic. They have some individuals that they're trying to get into the workforce, trying to do some training with. So they asked us if every Monday they could bring a few of their individuals over to wipe down the buses, sweep the buses, clean the seats and things like that. So we've been doing that for about 3 weeks now. And that's really fun, honestly. They come on Monday, we have a little gift bag for them and they really enjoy it. One individual, he was so funny. He was upset last week because someone else got to sweep the bus before he got to. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun with that. So that's going to be happening every Monday for about an hour. Our utility person who's on duty that day or during that time, he takes control of them and they have a blast. So that we're really happy about that. As I mentioned before, our union contract has been completed. The printing has just been done, so all the drivers and all the staff, the union staff do have copies of their new union handbook. So we're happy that that's going on. And Equalane, we're still working with that. They have an update in their software, which we're still working on getting everyone trained to use. There's some functions of it that are really exciting. Excuse me. And some functions that are less than exciting. So we're still working on that. Other than that, our Washington trips are increasing slowly but surely. We provided 168 trips last month. And that's really about it, unless you have anything specific that you have a question on. I have my full report here. If you want to know anything.
Hearing nothing.
All
Thank you.
right, thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, comments from the public.
None, Chris.
The old business to come before the board? Hearing none. All right, new business. Resolution 2330, approval for a contract management extension with First Transit on a month-to-month basis at an amount not to exceed $41,070. This is just due to the fact that we're still ongoing with the general manager search. So this will be a month-to-month basis. Hopefully we won't have to do it too long. Discussion on it. I wanna. Everyone's good with it? Go ahead and seek a motion.
So, second,
Second. Can I get a roll call vote, please?
Ahart,
Aye.
Hare.
Aye.
Hulk,
Aye.
Knox,
approved.
McBride, approved.
Resolution passed. Thank you. Next, resolution 2331, authorization to apply for FTA 5339 low-no grant for the opportunity to purchase new buses. General Manager.
What we have before us here is a application for the low-no 5339 grant. These would be for 12 battery electric buses. We're gonna partner with Gillig on this application. We're gonna go for 12 buses for $14,731,300. And that would include chargers as well. And sometimes the federal government will let us scale down a project. If we do, we'd scale it back to 6 for half that, depending on how many applications and everything they have. So that is our request, thereby that the Greater Peoria Mass Transit District Board of Trustees hereby authorizes the general manager to apply for the Federal Transit Administration Section 5339 grant funds to partner with Gillig LLC for the purchase of up to 12 Gillig fixed route buses. I guess these would be 35 footers, chargers, and related infrastructure and workforce development.
Is the grant, is that the limitation number for the grant, or is there a reason why we weren't applying for more? Didn't we need a larger number for our fleet or no?
Yeah, what has happened to us in the past when we've applied for more, they'll find out how many buses we have eligible for replacement at the time, and then they'll throw out our application if we don't have enough buses. We've also got 10 million in funding from the state of Illinois for battery electric buses. So that's going to be coming up pretty soon, as soon as they approve the application. So this is just kind of what we can handle right now with local match and in our budget. So.
Okay. Any other dialogue, questions? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second,
Roll call vote, please.
Ahart,
Approve.
Hare,
Approve.
Hulk,
Approved.
Knox,
approved.
McBride, approved. Go get your marks.
All right, you can just stay there if you'd like. Next one, workers' compensation case number 1, claim number 0109980-0012000-WC-01, not to exceed $140,384, sir.
And that's all I have for it.
Okay. Guys have had a chance to review it. Any questions for the general manager about the workers' compensation case? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
And a second.
A second.
Roll call vote, please.
Ahart,
Approve.
Hare,
Approve.
Hulk,
Approved.
Knox,
Approve.
McBride, approved. Motion passes.
Next, workers' comp case number 2, claim number 0109988-001185-WC-01, not to exceed $99,144.49.
Yeah, and this amount has already been established by an arbitrator, so I don't think we have much wiggle room.
Okay. Any questions, comments, discussion? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Ahart,
Approved.
Hare,
Approved.
Hulk, approved. Knox,
Approved.
McBride, approved. Motion passed.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
All right, financial report for March 2023. Christine.
Thank you. All right, this is summarize the March 2023 financial activity for our district, including the operating expense and also the capital expenditure. In this month, we compare with the projection, we have a 2.2% less than our monthly estimate. And also year-to-date, I believe we have a more than 5% under our budget. Therefore, the staff recommend for approve operating expense for March, $2,387,088.83. And also approve the capital expenditure, $931,709.03.
I had a question about another item on the budget for the bills that were paid. There's like 3 Muller invoices. Were those planned or unexpected?
I think there are some kind of late invoice from the M2 Miller. They bill us 3 invoices. I think most of them from the last year, and their financial area just catch up and send us a late invoice.
Is that part of their budget for the design services, or was it?
I think that's they revise. They have a change order. So Nick, you can answer that.
That's for the previous approved amount that's already been approved by the board. They have another one coming, but it hasn't been presented to yet because it's just not time. So what they're doing there is they have, some of their design is in such fine different phases. So they're billing for phases that are still underway because they're doing like phase 2B, phase 2C, phase 2D. So they're bringing them all as they complete, because everything out there is being done in different phases right now. So they have budget for this, budget for this, budget for this, and they're being billed now, and they're catching back up. It's essentially what's happening. But they're not to exceed already been approved.
Yeah.
It appears one of those is also for the transit center. The model work. We're planning to do it.
Any other questions? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Second. Roll call vote, please.
Ahart,
Approved.
Hare,
Approved.
Hulk, approved. Knox,
Approved.
McBride, approved. Motion approved.
Okay. Next order of business, executive session. 5 ILCS 120-2C, matters relating to employee compensation issues, discussion related to the appointment of general manager and assistant general manager. I think if we get our legal and general manager to stick around, we're good.